So I actually quit soccer when I was 13 or 14, and I started to play basketball. And it just came really naturally. I think my mom has a lot to do with that, but I always played basketball in my neighborhood, but I had never experimented with playing, in an organized fashion. So I went that route, played that for 2 years while still keeping up with soccer. And then
Hmm.
it kind of made me realize how much I missed soccer, which was like my true, passion. And I was able to get back to that, started playing again at a higher level later in college to the point where I was getting D1 looks, talked to some different coaches and whatnot throughout that time, but ultimately decided to go to Georgia Tech just to study. And I wanted to put my education first. I didn't see, since I had built that newfound passion, I didn't really see a lot of merit in having that kind of blunted by the fact that I have to make it my life.
Yeah.
So having a place for it where I can still enjoy it in the capacity that I want it, but not have it take over everything was important for me because I, recently found it again and I didn't want to lose it. So that kind of takes me, where I went to college, just focused on education, still playing soccer and basketball, just not at a super high level, but to the point where I enjoyed it and I kept my skills up.
Dude, I commend you for that. And my question is, I mean, normally it's the opposite where they'll pursue that athletic thinking, well, the money, the marquee, and you could certainly make money playing soccer, not like especially in Europe, but you really took the right path that was right for you. Where did that thought process come? Was it support by mom, dad, siblings, or was that just you being an outlier from the norm?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of both. I have a really good support system. My family is great, and my parents never wanted to force any of their kids to do something that they didn't see themselves doing indefinitely or at least like have some sort of passion for. So like while my parents were encouraging of, being involved in sports or just spending your time doing good things to cultivate good habits, they weren't going to force us into any lane. So that was really helpful for me because they were like, hey, if you want to pursue playing soccer in college, you can do that. But if you want to pursue going and getting the best education that you can, then do that. And they were just completely honest with me. They were, hey, it's not the easiest thing to do both. You can get into a good school, but you're gonna have to cut time somewhere. You can do that, but you might want to choose. And that was
Man, mom
yeah.
and dad